Because we've seen people from the unions, how from unionism they've warmed themselves into mainstream politicking to the extent that some of them are even representatives of their own people. Have they done anything quite different from those who are what you want to call career politicians? They haven't.
Yeah,
That's
right.
why what Mark is saying is what we should actually look at now. Why the unions? They haven't actually distinguished themselves in the art of
when I say unions, I'm not talking of their leadership per se. Even at that.
But eventually that's who will come.
No, it may not be. It may not be. It may not be. If they say ASU, it will be funny or stupid of them to say, okay, president has to go. Because he has his mandate too. He has his own work he's doing. So it's going to be opportunistic.
Of course not the president of the union. What we're saying is it's definitely the leadership of the union that would eventually decide which names they will present and which names they wouldn't present.
Don't forget too, we are Nigerians, we should also have input. Such individuals proposed will be thrown open to the public. So let the processes become owned. Ownership, I'm talking of ownership now, of the processes. Let the ownership by the public and the relevant unions. It's important. What they're going to be doing now, they're going to appoint, in fact, there's no way Mr. President will also not go back to meet another or new godfather. That's truth. Because he wants to come back. He needs support, not of us, or the godfathers. Politicians don't rely on us.
Well, everyone in life needs support.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't have any disagreement.
It's important. It's important you work with people, trusted people.
Yes.
I wanted us to quickly look at another issue before we move on. Sorry to cut that off now, because we were talking about biometrics lately, and we had a discussion with so many other people. And yesterday, the FRSC Corps Marshal was here, and we decided to say, let's discuss biometrics in the country. We have different agencies now that have actually gone out to collect data from Nigerians, with the police coming in to say they have a BCMR, which they have started selling to the people.
Well, it's only unfortunate that we are in this situation of what I call multiple jeopardy. We are in all agencies are duplicating whatever. But it's obvious that the police is the most credible, quote and unquote, and the most relevant. They're supposed to start this thing ab initio. But because over the years, we run government on ad hoc basis. FRSC was, the genesis of FRSC, Shoyinka, Bola Ige, Maja in Ibadan, when they were basically for sanity on the road, accident prevention, accident intervention, and what have you. Later, it graduated to when Babangida came in, FRSC and what have you. Ordinarily, there is Traffic Act, of 1990, at Cap 548, Section 13.2 to 6 of police that empowers the IG to do data registration, CMR, licensing, and reviewing and keeping data. And I think police is more relevant. How? Crime prevention on the road. FRSC has no mandate on that. VIO has no mandate on that. All that should have done initially was to upgrade police and empower it to do CMR from day one. All other agencies supposed to rely on police to get data. Because we are not dealing with traffic alone. We are dealing with human and crime prevention and crime detection. Data, we are dealing with forensic analysis so that a man and his car is known 100%. So okay, now, let's consider a scene, a road scene. If an accident happens now, a lot of agencies will come. If there's fire, in part of the accident, fire people will come. If there needs to look at the vehicle, whether it's VIO will come. If there is a need to whatever, FRS will come, police will come. But ultimately, who did they refer to? It's the police. So it's just unfortunate. I think police was coming late, or is coming late. They will have used the advantage of the relative credibility of this IG when it came in to launch that thing. And I think they are a bit intimidated. That look, how do we come? Because the man, whether we like it or not, is one of the best IGs I've seen, if not the best, in terms of this roadblock dismantling. And I personally have intervened. I was in Ibadan sometimes, and I saw police checkpoint. I took my paper, the organization, we wrote them. The DPO, that look.
Your organization wrote?
Yes. I've been a grassroots watch. We wrote them. Okay, look at Orita Challenge there. Okay, look, your guys are still there, and just about 400 meters to your division headquarters. A woman called. Hey, he was panicking. I said, I should come to their division. I don't need to come to your division. Please read the letter again and do the necessary thing. The second day, because I lodged very close to the place, the second day, the police route checkpoint was dismantled. I went to a DPO sometimes ago in Abeokuta because I saw that those boys there were trying to do semi-roadblock. I went there, and 1 hour after, the semi-roadblock, you know how to do semi-roadblock, the thing will just look like this, small. But the fear now is that would police go back on this CMR routine to start roadblocking? And I think the IG, should be able to clear. And that is why they also need people to own that program.
But again, Mr. Schroeder, sorry again, have you seen any kind of device? If you stop me on the road and I decide to give you any kind of document, how would you know that it is genuine or fake?
Well, I've read some of their vision, all the agencies, particularly the police and FRC. The police one is to key in. They are trying to key into the digital age, wherein, take for instance, if the CMR has been properly done by them according to what they intend to do, if an accident happens now, it takes them, according to their papers, it takes them about 5 hours to do face picture matching of 150 million people. About 1 second to do fingerprinting analysis of almost 500,000 people. So we are talking of digital age. What that program can make meaning to is when you go to de-emphasize, it's supposed to de-emphasize physical contact with police. That's the truth. All they need to do is, if you commit now, assuming your car is stolen, you email, you text the terminal, and immediately they demobilize. It's part of their MCR. That's why I'm saying that they are supposed to be the best and the most relevant. But perhaps image problem, perhaps politics, intra or inter-agency politics. But honestly, no matter how bad police are, they are supposed to be. In fact, they're supposed to be the database, data keeper. Don't forget, it's because the government is not serious.
How do you mean?
Yeah, good. Population, we did censor. We have our data. You have FRSC, you have our data. And now police is coming. I think for future whatever, all this should just submit to the police. Unless we, even individuals, can help in terms of allowing those things to work. Just of recent, even my over 50-year-old car, within a week, a petty thief came in and entered. So I called somebody, said I should go and report. I should go and report, because
why wouldn't you?
Well, he didn't steal anything anyway, and I just, why I didn't report was that I was perplexed. You want to steal a car like this, for God's sake, when you have 2011, 2012 cars that you can steal, and you don't even steal anything there. We look at it, it's scatter all documents. He was annoyed. But I do believe that we have all these CMR properly done. Maybe when I tell them, they just go, the fingerprint and go to the terminal and get the person.